Hi beautiful souls, this is Archana with Divine Soul Resonance, welcoming each one of you to my channel with all my love and all my heart. Today, I'm bringing forth a reading for us to look at the energy in a twin flame dynamic. If you resonate with the energy of a twin flame, then there may be something here for you. I will look at the Divine Masculine Collective on where we are in alignment. Where is the Divine Masculine Collective in alignment towards the Divine Feminine? What are they thinking about the Divine Feminine? How are they feeling really deep in their heart? What are they wishing to bring forth in the physicality? What type of action steps? And what is the union alignment energy between the masculine and the feminine at this point in time in the journey? I'll also look at the same thing for the divine counterpart, the divine feminine, on the divine feminine's thoughts and feelings and the physicality, and what is their combined union energy and how best one can bring about healing. Please note that these are general readings and they may or may not apply to you, and only take the parts that resonates. If you resonate more with the energy of a Divine Feminine, then take that part, and if you resonate with the Divine Counterpart energy, then see what applies to you. And also, when I refer to the Divine Masculine, just for easier, it's just easier for me. I just say he, and I just refer to the Divine Feminine as she. But it's absolutely not gender specific. You could even take this entire reading for yourself and look at where your masculine principle is in alignment to your feminine principle, and vice versa. So let's begin. I'll start first with, what is the Divine Masculine Collective? Where are they at in their mind space? What are they thinking about their divine counterpart? Specifically, what are they thinking? I'm already seeing that there's some movement. They are moving away from some situations. Could be jobs, could be other relationships, or even things that they have created in their mind as blockage towards moving towards the Divine Feminine. So I do feel a movement towards the Divine Feminine. Let's see. What are the Divine Masculines thinking about right now? Their feminines in their mind. Thank you. Communication definitely is on the mind of the Divine Masculines. I'm seeing the page here. They have been following you, looking at what you're doing. Some things that you may not even know that they have been, I don't like to use the word that they've been spying, but they're really secretly admiring you. I do see that. And I wanted to first begin with this. What's in their mind space? They know that things are working in divine order. And I sense and feel that the Divine Masculines right now are finding inner courage. They're trying to gain that momentum and that power to approach you, Divine Feminines, because they see you, Divine Feminine, as very, very one of a kind. Well, you are one of a kind. So I do see that they see you as this queen of everything who can bring about anything in their life and in lives of others. And I know that the Divine Masculines right now are thinking that, how do I bring the two parts? There's a fear. I'm fearing what's going to happen. Will I be rejected? Will this even manifest? Will I be able to do things? So there's a lot of those fears. I'm sensing that fears. And what they're trying to balance out in their mind is, I don't want to have that low vibe mindset. I want to change my mindset. I trust the divine. I'm trusting in divine. I'm building more confidence to move towards my Divine Feminine. I see that in their mind space. And I see that there is divine order that's on hand here. And I see that the Divine Masculines right now are really working with the shadow aspect of their solar plexus, which is their willpower, their strength, the decision making, and also the self-worth and self-confidence. Okay? So they see you as this all-powerful, they see the divine feminine as this all-powerful, all-amazing, all-nurturing queen of all queens. And how do I get about this? Okay? This is the sense that I'm feeling in the divine masculine's mindset. Okay, so what are the divine masculines feeling towards the divine feminines? So the first energy up is the moon, which can bring up a lot of fears, which is diving deep into the depths of feelings and emotions. So I'm feeling like there are a lot of fears that are being brought to surface, And these fears are now reflecting into their mind space. They feel very emotional. They see the divine feminine as very mysterious, very powerful, very quote unquote all-knowing. But there are a lot of fears because they see the divine feminine as sitting already enthroned. And they don't see themselves in that light. I don't see that the divine masculines are seeing themselves in that light. I don't see you seeing that about you, divine masculines. So they are really wanting, this is 3 with the 3, okay, the Empress, the energy of 3 is a major arcana. Right underneath that, we've got the 3 of Pentacles. They really want to make things work. They really are trusting. They're wanting to trust. They're moving away from that old pattern. They want to trust their inner feelings. They want to trust what they truly feel for you to build something. And they see the divine feminine as the one who is shedding light on a path that's kind of dark and hidden. So they're definitely feeling like, for some of you, I feel like some things have ended in the past. There might have been a separation. And that created a lot of uproar in their emotional body. But I'm sensing that through that separation, now there is this energy of death and rebirth. This is card number 13. So there is an energy of an old past where things were hidden, things were not said, and nothing was materialized. I was just in hopes and wanting to make things happen. But then again, I'm falling into that old pattern of, I don't know if I can trust my emotions. I don't know what happened. I don't know if I'll be taken back. I don't know if the divine feminine will forgive me. I don't know kind of energy. I'm sensing that because it's all in the mind. See, again, I'm seeing the 6 of Swords here. Okay. So now they are moving towards their wish fulfillment. They're gaining a very, very different perspective on their life and on this connection, on this journey. They are trusting. They are trusting the divine. They are trusting and wanting to get that leap forward. Okay? They're going to be making that decision, coming towards the divine feminine, no longer holding back. No longer being in that defensive energy, okay? They've been moving very, very slow, super, super slow, but that's okay. Super slow is better than not making a decision at all. So that's the energy where I'm seeing the mindset and the emotional depth of emotion is for the divine masculine towards the feminine. Before we look at what the action steps are going to be, I want to start looking at the divine feminine collective. Okay, so where is the divine feminine collective at right now, angels, in their mind space? Before we begin, right now the divine feminine is really the ones that I'm connecting with right now are the ones who have gained a lot of emotional maturity. There have been a lot of experiences within this connection and on this journey, which means with other people, that have really created a lot of uproar in emotions, okay? That has come to surface, and the divine feminines have really matured in their emotions. So the divine feminines are not going back to the old ways. The divine feminine is gone. She's no longer present. She's a different person altogether. So she's taken charge. This is the king energy, which is the masculine energy of emotions. So the divine feminine as a she has taken charge, has honored her masculine energy within her, taken charge of the emotions and what brings me joy. And I will decide where and with whom I'm going to share of my energy, of this cup. I'm going to be pretty mindful. I'm no longer going to be going with what you're trying to say, trying to please me with anybody. This is with anybody, with all people. With that, there has been a lot of lessons, emotional lessons that the divine feminines have cleared and are coming to surface. There's a new birthing right there. Okay, I'm seeing a birthing. So let's begin with this on what is the mind space of the divine feminine. What is she thinking about her divine counterpart? Okay, what is the divine feminine thinking about her divine masculine in her mind? Beautiful. Wow. I want you to see all the cards that are here. This is the Ace of Pentacles here. Let's begin with this. What is the divine feminine thinking about? I feel like the divine feminines have been quite focused on the self, quite focused on how do I bring material stability and safety in my life? What is it that I can do? What are the skill sets that I need to improve on and continue building on that? So I see this divine feminine not looking at what's outside. Do you see that here? She just focused on creating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which will lead to 10. So using her own power, using her own skill set, creating stability in her own life. She's not looking at the storms outside. She's not looking at what another person is doing. Self-focused, self-directed, focusing on the inner self. So she has been, I feel the divine feminines have not been outward focused towards the masculine. When is he coming? How is he coming to me? Am I going to be, we are going to be in union? No. She has changed the focus completely on the self. So I feel like this particular, in this reading, I'm feeling that the divine feminines are magnetizing very strong masculine energy. There's an integration. I'm feeling a sense of integration because of these cards. I'll show you. The next one up. She's really seeing, she knows that if this is the divine counterpart that you've connected with, you felt like this is the depth of the connection. I know it, I trust it. Okay? So there's a lot of abundance, there's a lot of happiness. She knows that she's on this journey of this inner healing, inner wholeness, inner completion, which is very abundant. She sees that. She sees that. This is beautiful. This is loving. For some of you, you may be in separation. You may have encountered some very, very challenging situations and relationships in your life. But I'm sensing that as you started to focus on your work, the universe started to shine more and more light on you because you were shining more and more light on yourself. Okay? Why? Look at this. Because we got the Fool card. She trusts in divine order. She trusts in divine providence. She trusts in divine unfoldment. So she's trusting this journey. I'm just going to focus on me right now. That's what I'm sensing with the divine feminine. Why? Because I saw another big ace right here. She's focusing on building her own self-worth, self-value. But what you end up doing, divine feminine, when you're building that is you're building your inner masculine. You're giving strength to your masculine energy. And thereby you will attract and magnetize your true twin flame to you because they're going to sense that self-worth. Right? They're gonna sense that self-worth. You're really focusing on creating this brand new financial, material security. Okay? One at a time. I saw the Lovers and I saw the Knight of Pentacles. For sure, this is the strength of a connection. She trusts. So if this has been a journey where you have been confused, divine feminines, on whether this is my twin, I get doubtful, I'm not sure if that person's my twin, my message to you right now is, it's coming from these cards that I'm seeing here, is that just trust that you are connected to your divine masculine. Don't put a face, don't put whether it's this or that and will that person come in. Just trust on that. Focus on what you're doing and you are magnetizing. I'm showing you, you are magnetizing. It's suddenly going to come up. Look at this. You're magnetizing. I'll show you all the cards. You're magnetizing this. You're magnetizing stability. Slow and steady stability. You're magnetizing your divine counterpart, your heart's desire coming to you. You're magnetizing the love and romance that you seek through this connection. Okay? This is going to be magnetized to you when you completely relinquish control. Okay? Relinquish that part of trust and focus only on yourself and your work. and the light and the universe is shining its light to you. It's all the universal cards right here. And in the divine masculine mind space is divine timing, is the temperance. Again, the divine destiny, moving with the divine order of things. I love that. Thank you, angels. So what is the feelings? What are their depth of feelings towards their divine counterpart? Wow. So 4 came for you, divine feminines. And I feel these are to go together. So what I sense in this connection, where you are in your journey, is that there have been issues with abandonment and rejection by the divine counterpart. And you had to kind of fend for yourself, divine feminines. And that kind of left you on cold waters, if I must. Kind of lost in the middle with nothing in hand. You gave a lot, but there was a lot of rejection that took place. But I want you to know, before I tell you what I'm seeing in the heart space, is that rejection was divinely protected rejection. It was meant for you to grow in your own self-worth. This is the card of independence. This is the card of self-worth. And they're seeing you as that empress. This is the pre-empress energy, the 9 of Pentacles. You're independent. You have created your own Garden of Eden. You have created your own self-worth, self-value, seeing things that you value. Okay? Seeing things that you value. You tapped into your own inner spiritual fire and passions. So with that, I'm sensing that as you are continuing to do that, what's happening is you're creating that transformative energy in your divine counterpart. Okay, as you are building this, you're creating this transformative energy. So there is a new beginning, and in the depth of the heart, you hold a lot of passion for your divine masculine. You absolutely are passionate about your divine masculine. I see that. That's in the heart of the hearts. Even though you're focusing your energy right now on your work, this is what you truly want, is that passionate connection. And you're wishing and hoping and wanting, but you're trusting in this divine order. Because there has been betrayal. There have been things that were said that were less than in this connection. But I'm also sensing that it also eroded it eroded your stability of what is stability to you. So you look at what is stability. It has taken a while to rebuild your self-worth and your self-value. We again got that card of the 7 of Pentacles. And I'm seeing this energy of the Death card again here for you. So you have really transformed with a new mindset, transforming the lower vibrations of lack and victim consciousness and bringing about a stability in your world by your own self. And as you have honored the masculine energy within you, I see that you're magnetizing that to you. Okay? That's beautiful. Now, given these energies, let's look at what is the divine masculine collective right now. What are they wanting to do in the 3rd dimension? What steps do they want to take towards the divine feminines? First energy up. 3 of Wands, but they're worried. How am I going to do this? What if my offer is rejected? Okay, all right, divine masculines, this is what's going on, right? So you've got all these emotions in your emotion body. You're going back and forth. You're rebuilding your strength. And I'm seeing that you really want to make it work. You want to stabilize this connection. You want to take the 3 of Wands to the 4 of Wands, which is the ultimate happiness. You're anchoring in the 11-11, right? The divine counterpart connection right here. But what I'm seeing here is that there's the part of you, say 3, 3, 3. You got 3, 3, 3, okay? You really want to expand, but there's a part of you that is a little bit afraid of whether the divine feminine has completely turned the back on you. Will the divine feminine reject this loving offer that I have? You don't know, back to the indecision. You don't know if I should make a decision. I don't know how to make a decision. I am afraid of the structures, and perhaps she is rejecting me. I don't know if she will reject what I have to say. Okay? That's a false sense of entrapment, divine masculines. Let's see. What is the divine feminine? Actions, steps towards you, what she is wishing and wanting and most guided to take the steps towards the divine counterpart, towards the divine masculines. What steps does she want to take towards you? Wow. She definitely wants this old cycle to end, divine masculines. She is no longer the same person. I started with that. Divine masculine, since you're watching the divine feminine part of the reading, she has completely did a 180-degree turnaround. She has been illuminated. She is illuminated. She's going through a deep period of illumination. She has completely suspended herself in the middle of the universe, let's put it this way. Okay, not even on a tree. She's not even suspended on a tree. I feel like she's completely suspended in mid-air, and she's trying to see and gain a different perspective about herself and her life. And given that, she is now focusing on her work. That old divine feminine of lack and back and forth is no longer going to be, she's not going to take it. So if you're the divine masculine watching this, I'm going to let you know. The divine feminine, if you're going to come in wishy-washy, you are right to assume that she will reject the offer, because she's no longer the same person. Your vibration has to match that of the divine feminine. Okay, so I'm helping you here. I just did actually a solar plexus tarot reading. Do watch that, divine masculines. It will help build more of your strength and power. She's no longer the same person. That old cycle has ended. As much as she desires this new beginning, as much as she desires this union, this is the union of the inner union of the masculine feminine to pan out in the physicality. Okay, so this is the inner union, but how does it pan out in the physicality? She is now tapped in, tuned in. She has completed a big spiritual lesson. After the world card, we get the Fool card. After the world, we begin the journey again. So look at that. The divine feminine has truly completed a certain aspect of the journey. It can no longer be that same option. It can no longer be the same thing. So there better be strong commitment. Face the fear and do it anyway. That's the message that I'm going to give you. You are transforming. The universe is guiding you to transform, but each one of us is on our own individual twin flame journey. So I feel at this point, divine masculines, she is speaking the truth. She is totally wreathed by the universe, that what words she's uttering out into the world, she is magnetizing. Okay, she's magnetizing her divine destiny. She's speaking the truth. She's seeking the truth. She's seeking only the truth. Speak only the truth. That is what she is. So honor the place that she's at. If you wish for her to receive, if you wish for her to have that, if you wish for her to have that true union, I'm being honest, okay? I'm really being honest here. You may not like some of the things that I'm seeing here. I am seeing a change again, okay? We got the wheel of fortune. We've got the world card. We've got the Fool card. We've got a brand new beginning. We've got the sun. The divine feminine is in a new cycle, okay? She is in a brand new cycle in her life, okay? Divine masculines, you're going through a death and a rebirth phase. You are gaining strength and stability. You're going to be made able to be ready to offer that. But you're going to need to face the fear. You are going to need to let go of some things of the past. I do see that. I do see that as something that you are going to be needing to do. I'm not going to determine what you are afraid of here. I've already kind of mentioned the journey of the divine feminines here. What I want to do is have a look at the union energy of the twin flames at this point, whenever you trance upon it. All right. This is not a timed reading. It is anytime you chance upon it is where you are at in your twin flame journey. So let's look at the union energy right now between the divine masculine and the feminine. How in alignment are they? And I'm talking about not the inner masculine and the feminine. I'm talking about the people, one person who's holding the masculine energy and one person who's holding the feminine energy. So let's do this. I didn't plan how I'm going to keep it all together. Okay, let's put all the cards here. Let me make some room. So the first one, there's a balance. Temperance is about balance. We got the Justice card, all right? So the union energy right now is that the two polar complementary energies are being brought to balance. That's a great card. I like it. I really like it. That's a wonderful place for alignment is the Justice card. Be just, speak just, and justice will be served. We got another Three of Wands, which is great. So in alignment, what I'm liking is that there is greater movement towards stability. There is movement towards stabilizing this connection. There's growth, there's expansion, there's movement. That's wonderful. And I'm seeing that the divine masculines are looking towards the divine feminines to that light, and they are waiting because they're clearing all of this out to stabilize it to the next, which is the Four of Wands. That's wonderful. So we are in stabilizing energy. We are in stabilizing energy. One more. Union energy. Wow, I like that, angels. This is amazing. This is the yang element here. Okay, so divine feminine, this is what I'm feeling for you. You're feeling like this is the Four of Cups. I don't know when things will happen. Will they happen? Look at that. This is the Four of Cups. Okay, the divine masculine is thinking of offering their cup of love to you. All right, they're trying to manifest this thing. They're afraid that you may have turned the back because of things that have taken place. All right, but they're tapping into their, again, magician is the home of the divine masculine energy. So the divine masculines are really conjuring up, working with the universe, putting out the affirmations, speaking that out. Dear God, help me, show me the way, give me some guidance, show me the light and how I can expand and bring that part. I really want to have that balance, and I feel that balance with the divine feminines. I see that energy for the divine masculines. And look at that. While the divine feminines are waiting on when that energy is going to come, okay, they are trying to manifest a brand new beginning. I feel like the divine masculines want to manifest a brand new beginning. They want to bring in that apology. They want to talk to you. They want to start something, just something small. Again, I'm seeing the death and the rebirth. Okay, it's not a joke that I'm seeing the same cards again and again. Death and rebirth. In their heart space, they're really transforming. There's a transformative energy and expansion towards growth. All right, so there's the death card again here. And I'm seeing the temperance energy. This is ridiculously amazing. Okay, temperance meaning divine timing. Divine timing is at work, and the two energies, which are quite complementary but polar, are being brought to balance right now. I'm liking that very much. Empress again. We saw the Empress energy there. One more time right here. So growth and regeneration. A growth can only take place after, regeneration can only take place after the death has taken place. All right. So there has to be a death of the old. There has to be a death of the old way of thinking. There has to be the death of old ways of doing things. No longer that same energy. Right. So that is really coming into play right now. So beautiful energies as far as the union and alignment goes. I like that. So how we can bring more healing into the union here. I'm going to put all of these aside. And let's look at just the union. Oh, the Empress wants to stay. I'm going to keep these here. And we're going to look at how we can bring healing in this union energy right now. Just a few ways in which we can bring healing in, angels. What is it that the divine masculines and feminines can do? So I love how detachment has come from under the Justice card. Justice is actually a very detached, right? You're sitting in front of the judge. The judge is not going to be partial to one or the other. He's going to listen to factual what's presented to them. So detached outcome. So the energy here, what will help you, what's being healed, is all past attachments, right? So you are releasing old patterns and ideas that no longer serve your highest ideals of love, okay? What you thought about love before, and now what love is showing up to you. How are you embodying that energy, right? So you are learning detachment. That's really coming in for you here. What I'm also sensing with this is that how you can bring that about is by slowly finding that courage within to release an old thinking or something that you've been culturally raised towards, or religious beliefs. You're going to be detaching yourself from that. What will help in this alignment and union, angels? Divine order. Boy, did we not start with the divine order energy right at the beginning? So I'm seeing here that there is a divine order. You are understanding that there is a divine timing in everything. So you're connecting more to your spiritual self, both the divine masculines and the feminines, both individually. Okay? So what you're being guided right now is to continue to follow your heart and do what is right by you. By you. By you. There is a very big lesson that is unfolding for you. So it could be where you have to hold that scales of justice, where you have to say no, or where you have always said no, you're going to open up and say yes. So that part is scary. It's very fearful because you don't know what the outcome's going to be. I just want you to know, both divine masculines and feminines, no matter how fearful that choice is, because I'm sensing a choice here. With this, no matter what that choice is, there is a lesson in it. And you're being guided. Whatever choice you make will be the perfect one. There is a lesson that's unfolding for you, both divine masculines and divine feminines. Healing for the twins right now. Making the effort. And I'm seeing here the masculine reaching towards the feminine. And it says here, great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to. Yeah. So I feel like there's a specific message coming in for the divine masculines, that the lesson for you I'm sensing here is that perhaps you were raised where you were not allowed to speak up about love and express your love and speak from your heart. And you're finding and gaining courage to open up and speak. And perhaps that's not what you've learned, that's not what you've seen, or perhaps in your past relationships where you did speak up, people were demeaning, the divine feminine was mean to you, not your divine feminine, but the other feminines in your life. Created a lot of fissure in your heart, a lot of heartache. And that old pattern has to go. This is the true divine counterpart. This is your true divine counterpart, who loves you unconditionally. The divine feminine is the empress. She is the ultimate regenerator. She is the ultimate giver, ultimate lover. And I don't mean in a sexual way, that too, but what the energy I'm picking up is she loves all life forms, the empress, the mother element. So if you feel that love, that this is your divine counterpart, make that effort, divine masculine. Make that effort. Reach out to your divine feminine. Speak. You're being guided. You're being protected. Don't be afraid of this reconciliation. So if this becomes the last day that either one of us is here, would you rather end your life with the life ending with regret, or hey, I gave it a try? Doesn't matter if I was rejected, but I spoke up. So I feel when you come from that place, divine masculine, that no matter what the outcome is, that is the lesson for you, is to speak up, not to what the outcome will be. We all keep hoping and wanting a certain outcome. I'm sure we all wanted different outcomes in 2020. Who wanted all these things in 2020? But this is what transpired. There were lessons that all of us were learning as humanity, all of us. So in this case, I'm sensing in this connection at this stage in time, there is a lesson. I'm feeling like there's a push for you to speak, for push for you to speak, say, apologize, or speak up if you've never spoken up. Okay, if you've been seeing your divine feminine from the outside, right? From the outside, from the sidelines, go into the light. Speak up, speak your heart's truth. Oh wow. True love. If you feel that true love connection, speak up. Okay. Passion. That's what I'm sensing here. Look at that. There's that deep passion that you hold for one another. We saw that in the divine feminine aspect. She holds a lot of passion for the divine masculine. Her true divine masculine, her true love must now walk through, must speak up. I'm really feeling speak up, speak up, speak up. Make the effort, make the effort, make the effort. And I apologize that I have to say this, but yes, I'm sensing this from the divine masculine. It is not the divine feminine who has to make that effort. In this particular reading, whichever masculines and feminines are connecting to my energetic reading right now are the ones where the feminines have completed their learning, a big cycle. They know their value. Now it's just they're waiting on divine timing. They're not waiting for you to come. They're living their life, working on their things. So they've learned their lessons and moving about. Now it is time for you to continue as you're learning your lessons. This is one of your lessons. This is one of the obstacles I feel the divine masculines you are needing to overcome. Oh, that's so beautiful. You know what I'm being guided to? I'm going to close out the reading. Yeah, I can do it. This is this beautiful deck I have, and I'm going to give you a love energy from here. This is from The Journey of Love, Alana Fairchild. Okay? Let us pull a love message for the divine counterparts, for both of them to know. From the divine masculine to the feminine, and from the feminine to the masculine. Wow, look at this. It says the cosmic butterfly, card number 36. I'm going to leave that here and see what the book says for it. Card number 36, cosmic butterfly. You're being reborn from the pulsating womb of the Divine Mother, on fire with her creative power. You're being transformed whilst living. To surrender certainty in favor of openness, to accept the smallness of your everyday life whilst admitting to the magnificence of your being, to open up to the divine light that pours through you into the myriad of forms, endlessly creating, destroying and creating again. That is your sacred task. Did we not see the death and rebirth card many times over? That energy is coming through. Life is thriving within you. And we did see the Empress energy twice over. It may not feel stable yet, but will certainly feel exciting as you enter into yet another cycle of rebirth. Let this life seem as though you are living many lifetimes in one. It is possible for you to encounter the totality of human experience in this lifetime, should you be open to it. Should you be open to it. This is treading the enlightened path, embracing all of life. You have chosen this for yourself and been blessed with it as a possibility this lifetime. Why not let yourself be broken down and reborn? Why not let yourself be broken down and be reborn through the workings of nature? Another life within this one beckons you on now. The message for you, divine masculine and divine feminine, from this oracle is that if your life feels like it is falling apart, then take heart, for it is falling apart to come back together in a new way. You're going through a process of rebirth, just like a butterfly in a chrysalis. The agony and the delight, the sense of dying and being truly alive, can all be held in the serene space of your heart. Surrender into what you are becoming now, and know that what you are leaving behind is but a shell that once will have held your fast emerging new self. The cosmic butterfly. There's a death and rebirth, deep awakening, magnificence of many lives unfolding for you. I'll close this reading with a poem that they have here. The breeze of the butterfly's wings caresses the stillness of my thoughts and awakens feelings that course through my veins. Like the whale's song to the ocean's depths, there wells in me a knowing and a wonder for what is yet to be. There wells in me a knowing and a wonder for what is yet to be. I send many blessings to Twin Flames on their journey. Much love, much light, and may you continue to expand and emerge as this beautiful cosmic butterfly. Love and light to you. This is Archana.